Hey, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Grab a hold of that vine, swing right on in my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Well, we're going to continue on with our elderberry series that we're doing, and today's video is we're going to be making some elderberry pie filling. So be sure to grab a hold of that vine and swing right on to my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good luck. Hey there, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today because I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own elderberry pie filling. Well, let's not waste any time and let's get cooking. Good looking. As you see, my husband cleaned this whole ice cream pail of elderberries. He's cleaning another one up for me, and I have a couple others that I have to get canned up, and we're bringing you along. So let's get started. Well, let's get making that elderberry pie filling. Now, I brought out my Fresh Tech jam and jelly maker. And this is Fabio's little baby brother, Fabian. So, the very first thing we need to do while we're making our elderberry pie filling is we're going to combine water, sugar, and the clear gel. And then we're going to bring that all up to a boil until it thickens. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So combine your sugar, and the recipe calls for 1 cup. Don't worry, I'll be having the recipe at the end of the video. It calls for 1 cup water, and then it calls for 1/4 cup of clear gel. Now, if you don't have clear gel, don't fret. You can still sit there and make this. Just go get yourself out some arrowroot. It's the same, or almost the same thing as what clear gel is. So 1/4 cup. Now, I usually buy my clear gel from the Amish, but we've been in this COVID thing and I have not ventured out of my house yet, so I'm using the arrowroot. So let's go ahead and add that. Okay, we have 1 cup of water in here, 1 cup of sugar, and 1/4 cup of either clear gel, or if you don't have clear gel, we're going to use arrowroot. Now, if you're doing this on top of a stove, you'll be doing it in like a Dutch oven, and we're just going to sit there, bring this up to a boil until it thickens. So I'm going to come down here and push the jam button on, and I'm going to sit there and push enter. Now, like I said, we're going to bring this up to a boil until it thickens. And while we're bringing all this up to a boil, I want you to get your hot water bath canner going as well. As you can see in the Fresh Tech jam and jelly maker, all this mixture is now just starting to thicken up. So let's go on to our next procedure. So I'm also going to be using my True Lemon because I don't have the lemon juice on hand. So I have 1 packet that we're going to be using for this. So let me go ahead, put the 1 packet of the True Lemon in. And then I need 5 cups of elderberries. Now, as you see back here, I have a full ice cream bucket full of my elderberries that my husband went ahead and de-stemmed for us. So let's go ahead, get 5 cups of berries and add them.
President Trump won Iowa in 2016 by 9 points, but he's only leading Joe Biden by less than 2 in the current Republican.
And 1 more cup.
Both campaigns will time and resources to the states.
Now, this is the exact recipe that was given to me, and I'm showing you how I make it in my Fresh Tech. Like I said, otherwise just do it as you ordinarily would on the stove. Now, we're just gonna bring these to a simmer, and we're gonna simmer them for 5 minutes. Okay, my berries are just starting to come up to a simmer. Now, simmer these for 5 minutes. My 5 minutes are up. Now I brought out a clean, hot, sterilized jar. I have my canning funnel up here. You would ladle your hot elderberry pie filling and just put it up to this bottom rung of the canning jar, and that should give you the 1-inch headspace that we need. And then we would put it off into our water bath canner. So I'm gonna sit there and hit cancel because my 5 minutes is up. And now let's ladle our hot elderberry pie filling into our canning jar. Oh, I can't wait to have an elderberry pie come this Thanksgiving. And let me tell you, oh, you will be so thankful if you do make this recipe up. It is one of the best tasting pies around. And I have been so fortunate to have it given to me many a years ago. Like I say, I have so many canning recipes yet to share with you all. Now we're coming up to the 1-inch headspace. I'm gonna grab my debubbler and we're gonna debubble. I have a debubbler here. Now just simply go down throughout the whole jar, making sure we have no air pockets or air bubbles in there. Let's remove our canning funnel. I'm just going to place it over here. Now, I have a paper toweling, and we're just going to sit there. We dipped it into our vinegar, and now we're just going to sit there and clean the rim of our canning jar. And also at this time, you're going to want to sit there and feel if there's any cracks or nicks in the canning lid up here. Now I have a clean canning lid place your canning lid on, grab your canning ring, and we're just gonna sit there and finger tighten these on. Now we're gonna sit there and take this over to the water bath canner, and we're gonna process it for 30 minutes. But before you process it, make sure after placing this into your hot water bath canner that you bring the water back up to a full boil. Then you start your timing process of the 30 minutes. So off to the hot water bath canner, our elderberry pie filling goes. I have my last jar filled up, and I'm just sitting there putting the canning ring and everything all on. And like I say, I'm going to take, and usually I get 2 quarts of elderberry pie filling for what I showed you in the jam and jelly maker. As you see, I brought my hot water bath canner over here. Now, if you do not have quite enough of 3 inches to cover the top of your canning jars, you're going to want to be sure you have at least 3 inches covering the very top of the canning jars. Now, I have a little bit of water that I need to put in here extra to make sure I have the 3 inches that's required to cover the very top of the canning jars here. And as you see, I have extra jars inside of my electric hot water bath canner here. So these don't sit there and rattle or fall over during our processing time. Now let me tell you, I just love, and I do mean I love, my electric hot water bath canner here. I cannot say enough about it. So right now I'm just sitting there adding my required 3 inches of water over my quart jars here. And we're about this right there. So I'm gonna sit there, put my diffusing ring right on in. I'm gonna grab my cover, we're gonna place that back on, and like I said, we're just waiting for the water inside the electric Fresh Tech water bath canner, and we're gonna process these for 30 minutes. And if you have hard water, I know, so much to teach you newbies that may be new at this, but if you have hard water, I like to sit there and just give it a little bit of vinegar to the water solution inside of your electric water bath canner. Now bring this up to a boil. This will be a good time to run through the list of ingredients to make your very own elderberry pie filling. And that's how easy it is to make your very own elderberry pie filling. Now I know I can't wait for Thanksgiving this year, so I can make my family one of their favorites as well. They love to have elderberry pie.
That's fantastic. I can't wait. Boy, I like to get it today.
Well, you're going to have to wait, darling. So if you liked what you saw here today, Give me a big old thumbs up. Be sure to share this video with others. And if you're not yet a subscriber, go up, hit the subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you always know every time I do put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. Y'all come back now. You hear?
It's fantastic, man.